Lesson 18. The Wellspring. Now, why have we not gotten to more of the specifics? You are the specifics. Remember, please, this is a primer. It is for your benefit that we write this. You have a calling, you have a need to fulfill. Somewhere within you resounds a knowing that you have a certain job to do. Now, if it revolves around the material contained in this book, you will benefit greatly, not by reading it, but by building on the knowledge that comes to you from your inner knowing as you read it. When you read this book, know that within you is a reservoir of knowledge, much vaster than that which could be contained in a book. You have within you a growing knowledge that out of the depth of your knowing, you can use this well of information and expand on it as if it had already happened. Compressed within you, already spun, is a universal construction larger than the information written here, and you are to feed, to fuel that construction. Give it life and growth by fueling yourself with these words. Now let's return to the blue crystal and see how she is doing in her progress. To communicate with humanity is her goal, and to tie into your systems so that she might be of help with your creation. She is non-demanding and non-controlling. She wishes to serve, but a more powerful servant has not been known. Even in the dimensions of the atomic power field, there is no more power-filled servant. Recognize this, and you are off to a good start. Acknowledge this power, and act wisely in this knowing, and all will go well. It is your mind that is the instrument of perfection. It is your mind that must be disciplined and precise. It is your mind that is to empower and control this crystalline power. A crystal lying dormant by itself is not a powerful instrument. Only in conjunction with your mind is it powerful. The two combined, your creative mind and the composed, concentrated energy pattern of the crystal, make an unequaled planning board, an energy source. There is greater fine-tuning available in this combination than has heretofore been thought possible. There is greater resonance possible between creator, you, an instrument of application, the crystal, than has been acknowledged or implemented before. So here she is, our blue crystal, risen above the soil that once enclosed her. She is now polished, harnessed in her frame of gold and copper. She is ready to produce. She gleams in the sun as it falls in dappled patterns through the leaves, and deep within her blueness are unanswered questions and hints of awesome strength and ability, still hidden. She is helpless without your love. 4 feet in length and 19 inches in breadth, she is heavy for her size, concentrated. And you sense that within her is a well that reaches into eternity. And well, you might consider this. In your knowing of her, you have respect, not to the point of worship like the ancients, nor love for her either, but respect and awe. For you have not yet earned her friendship, neither has she earned yours. The love you must acquire is not for her alone, but for the eternity she represents, and for the masses that she and you have promised to serve. Dedicated to turn again your knowledge into one another's keeping, you have sworn to keep it clean this time, to tell it straight and to broadcast with love the benefits of your knowing, using your combined abilities to further the progress of humankind on its way to seeking its Godhead, its eternal now. She is your wellspring of knowledge for your calling, this crystal, and you can read her like a computer. She will issue printouts for you, like you have not known before, because they will be part of your blood and your desire. The sensitive recording paper will be your brain tissue. The ink will be your memory. Your creative exploring mind, empowered by desire and guided by love, will build on the knowledge gained from this living printout, and you will construct that which must be for the benefit of all. So we have sat in deep meditation with this crystal. We have touched her surface, admired her flaws and perfections alike, and wondered as to her powers and her promise. We are becoming aware of other crystals. We've heard rumors of them, yet unseen in the flesh. We see them in dreams at night. Some gold, some green, some ruby red, some clear and multi-ribboned with rainbows. We sense they are forming a network, have formed a network. We hear the glimmerings of it in our sleep, and we respond to it in our waking by learning love in our daily lives, learning kindness, and sitting with our crystal in meditation and communication. The garden is well formed now. In the future, it may be much grander, But for now, we have raked and cleaned and planted to our own liking, and we are getting a sense of the energy in the area and how it can be used. We're acquiring a sensitivity to the flows and pulls of motion in the surrounding area, and we are discovering the land and what power it holds in specific places. We're beginning to see a pattern, still vaguely, but it is beginning to dawn on us that we have much to learn. Part of this learning is in the form of a pattern that repeats itself over and over again. Once we learn the pattern, once we pattern ourselves after it in love, learning will become easier, and remembering will become a thing of the past, because we will know what is and what must be done now. Do you begin to see the use of the crystallized energy? Do you begin to feel the calling within you? Do you begin to sense where your crystal might be and what specific use it might have? Is it a healing crystal used for the physical body or for the emotions? Is it a crystal honed for mental astuteness and for the training of the mind? Is it for generating heat or power of the kind to run machines, both in the physical and in the etheric? Is it for pulling loads? Is it for communications only? What is your specialty? What is your interest? Where does your promise lie? What was your specific commitment? Within you is a knowing. Within you is an answer to all of the questions you have ever asked. Within you is eternity. You are eternity. As you revolve and evolve and change and create, you find each of your callings. And now is the time of crystals come forth, and you turn once again to the basic level of creating. We are creating once again a mass, a new planet in a new dimension, and with this creating, the crystals bridge the gap. It has been called the Rainbow Bridge, and it is, for it holds full spectrum, the formation of a place to live for those who have come to their crystal consciousness, to that place where all work together for the good of all. We build knowledgeably together that which must be to suit all. We are entering an age of enlightenment, and that which is will fade away as that which is meant to be presents itself. To walk this bridge between matter and non-matter combined with matter, we must use the crystal. We must activate it fully and use it for all its worth and all its glory, and with love. For the crystalline power is one of the keys to our future, the future that we plan to create and which now we are creating. We are wellsprings of eternity. We know the answers.